Hey friends, my name's Zelda. I'm on Warramai and Awabakal country, Awabakal country, otherwise known as Newcastle, the world's biggest coal port. I'm on top of a coal train. You can see it here, blocking all coal into the world's biggest coal port right now. I'm with Blockade Australia, and I'm here to return some of this dirty coal back to the earth it came from. Should have never been dug up in the first place, so I'm just here to put some of it back. Stay with me, folks. I just got a DIY tripod set up here. I'm just sticking you all in the live stream to my tripod. Oh. It's my DIY tripod, really easy. 3 sticks tied together, a little placky container there to secure the phone and also provide rain cover. So Father Sky is giving us lots of rain at the moment, great for the plants. So yeah, I'm just returning the coal to the earth where it came from, because fuck Australia, fucking stupid extractivist colonial murderous system. It's been killing and exploiting and wrecking this planet for 200 odd years. Respect to all the First Nations folk who've been resisting this fucked up system since white fellas first came to this country. People taking a strong stand all over this country to protect the land, the waters, the children, they're still at it. So full respect to all the First Nations people who are here and with us and watching. I'm putting some of this coal back on the ground right now. I'm with Blockade Australia. We've got a beautiful camp set up just north of Gosford, beautiful property with a beach and stuff. Still plenty of room for folks to come up and join this mobilisation. We welcome everyone, so come on up and help me put coal back in the ground. I'm just going to dig out some more coal right now. Yeah, I'm Zelda, folks. I'm on Warramai and Awabakal country here in, I don't know, just north of Sydney. There's a lot of coal on this train. Have a look. These trains are over 1 kilometre long. Fuck a lot of coal. I'm going to need some help getting all this coal back into the ground. So if you folks can come up, find Blockade Australia on our Facey. There we are, Blockade Australia. If you're watching on Facebook or Twitter or Insta, you can send us a message. You can also get to the website. If you can't come up right now, join us at our beautiful camp just north of Gosford. You can always come to the Mobilisation in Sydney next year, because we're going to shut it down right where it started, right where they first landed. First fleet, militarised occupation arrived, started killing people, started extracting stuff, and Australia's still at it. So Australia, what do I mean? I mean the criminal cabal that is actually running this fucked up system of exploitation and murder. 300 billion on weapons. That's what we're doing, 300 billion on weapons. Like, we don't fucking need weapons. We need climate repair, and we need it now. So come with me, folks, help me put this coal back in the ground. I'm just going to get back to my spade. Alright, that's a few loadfuls, shovelfuls of toxic, dirty, filthy, polluting coal that won't be exported because I've just put it back in the earth. You too can be part of putting coal back in the earth. Come with us, Blockade Australia, June 27th in Sydney next year. I'm just going to take this off for a sec. It's really filthy, this stuff. It's really, really filthy. Like, you should see my beautiful white hazmat suit, and it's covered in filth. The gas mask is not just for decoration, it's unnecessary. I'm a bit worried that when the police and the rescue workers get here, I'm going to get toxic, filthy crap all over them, because I'll be still shoveling it out, trying to empty this carriage and all these other carriages when I can. Really need some help up here, folks. You know, I've been at this for a long time. I'm 55. I've been trying to stop Australia from killing everyone since I was about 15. So that's 4 decades, 40 years. And I'm really fucked off. I'm so fucked off. I'm like, I shouldn't have to be doing this. None of us should have to be doing this. Like, we could have such a better life by now. When I was a kid, solar not nuclear was the slogan, like, and we really thought that was what we were going towards, solar not nuclear. And now Australia's just signed a fucking deal to bring nuke subs here. Like, yeah, great, 100 billion on a bunch of submarines that are going to be obsolete by the time we get here, and they're actually a waste product. Like, they are designed to destroy shit and to themselves be destroyed. It's actually a waste product. So 300 billion is what Australia's planning to spend on weapons. And I'm like, what the hell for? Like, the biggest threat to us at the moment is the climate collapse. That's the threat. That's the one we need to fight. That's the one that people feel. And I just can't believe I'm still fighting this fight. And that my kids and their generation, instead of kind of thinking about what kind of arts do I want to study, what books do I want to read, who do I want to have sex with, where should we go for a party tonight, they're thinking about how can I prevent a total climate collapse and having to get enmeshed in water wars and you know, arming up in some fucking burrow in the hills to protect ourselves from the marauding guys with big guns who are going to be out enslaving women. And, like, you know, it's so unnecessary. It's so unnecessary. We could have had the future we wanted by now, and we still can. Hannah's saying, keep digging that train. And Yeah, and there's another one, another 10.5 thousand. Yeah, I know there's lots of coal, and that's why we need lots of us. But it's also, change is so simple. It is so simple and so achievable. We have the technology we need to transition now. We know how to do regenerative agriculture. We know how to transition to a plant-based diet. Like, the knowledge is there, the people want it, and the corporations, the greedy corporations, are just not going to let it go without a fight. So here we are, fighting the fight. Come with. I'm just going to shovel a bit more coal. Yeah, I really don't want to be here still doing this. Oh, this is the best thing in the whole world. Thanks, so Halloumi. That's really nice. Yep, so it's going to take me a while to get through this truck. Oh, I've got a visitor down there. Hi. I don't think they're a friendly. I think they're an unfriendly. But that's all right. I can't be responsible for everybody's feelings about it. I just know that this stuff is actually literally killing us. It's actually killing us, and it's so unnecessary. It's like, you know, when I was a kid, I thought that by now we wouldn't be driving in petrol cars anymore. We would have like solar vehicles, they would be communally owned. You would just like grab one from a communal parking lot, and it would be like, I thought they would fly actually. I thought they'd be like little hovercrafts, and you'd just jet around. There'd be no roads or traffic signals or anything, because you'd just jet around like in the atmosphere and change levels if someone else was coming. So you just jet around, and then you'd park it in another communal parking spot close to where you were going, and you'd leave it there, and it'd recharge, and then someone else. That's what I thought transport would be doing by the year 2000. We're in 2021 and we're still driving like in petrol-based cars. Like, why? We had a solar-powered car at the Paris exhibition in, what, 1880? It's not like the tech's not there. And if we'd spent all of the beautiful skills that our engineers and industrial chemists spend manufacturing weapons, if we took all of that incredible ingenuity and put it into designing better tech for humans to live, rather than for humans to kill other humans and take over land and extract stuff for corporations, if we did all of that, took all those great engineers and scientists out of the military and put them into climate repair, we'd have it all knocked over by 2030. So I believe it's possible. I know it's possible. I know you know it's possible too. But our Australia, our politician lackeys and their corporate overlords are never going to rule for us. Their rule, and it's unbelievable. How can the interests of a few billionaires be literally more important than the interests of the survival of the whole planet? Like, who made that decision? That was a shit decision. We're deciding different from that. So I'm going to go back and shovel a little bit more coal. Yet I use an iPhone. Oh, that old doozy. Oh my God, I oppose coal, yet I use an iPhone. So I guess I should oppose society from a cave in the hills naked. That's the only ethical way to oppose fossil fuels, apparently. Well, the trouble is, if you want to, we're born into society and we live in that society, and to some extent we inherit its technology and its ways of living. Wanting to change that tech and change that way of living doesn't mean you're suddenly free from that tech and that way of living, and you can go and like live naked in a cave in the hills. And if I did go and live naked in a cave in the hills without any tech or cars or anything, I still wouldn't be able to do anything about stopping the total collapse of the world. So thanks for mentioning that iPhones are not ethically made. I agree with you. That is so true. And I want a world where our stuff is ethically made. And what I want you to do, person who made that comment, is stop fucking shopping. Stop fucking shopping, because that's what's killing the world as well. Like, stop fucking shopping. You know, that's why the masses aren't mobilizing. That's why when the masses aren't here with us saving the world, because they're busy shopping. So stop fucking shopping and come and shovel coal with me, and then we can get better phones that are ethically made, that are made from recycled materials. And, you know, who knows, maybe someone will invent a phone that's made from corn stalks. I think it's possible, you know. I didn't think it was possible that we would still be using petrol cars in the year 2021. When I was a kid, I just thought, no way would we still be using that old tech by 2021. But here we are. So I'm going to shovel some more coal. Hey folks, some kind of a official looking vehicle has just showed up. It's not the coppers, it must be the train people. My battery's low, so I'm just going to plug you guys in. And yeah, it was pretty scary getting up here. I had to climb all the way up an extendable ladder. It's quite high. And you know, I'm not 20 years old anymore. It was a bit scary, but I'm not nearly as scared as that as I am of the idea of having to defend my elderly mother from marauders who are trying to get at her food and water. And you know, my nieces and nephews are afraid to have children. They're scared to have children because of the world that those kids will grow up in. And you know, that's so fucked. They should be able to look forward to, you know, the love that children bring. And yeah, here comes some railway workers. That's all right. I'm in the union. It's all union work. Got my protective gear on. I'm all COVID safe and everything, so that should be fine. Where is the camp? The camp is just north of Gosford, on beautiful beach property. Access to the beach, access to a waterhole, and you can make contact with us through our Facebook or Twitter or Messenger, or also there's an email address. I'm sure someone will chuck in the notes here. But the big mobilisation we're asking everyone to come to is next year in June. Yeah, they're not coming to talk to me yet, they're just hanging around. That's cool. So yeah, I'm not nearly as scared of climbing on a coal train or the idea of spending some time in lockup or maybe facing some charges as I am of doing nothing and just keeping on with the same tech and the same shit corrupt system that is killing us and killing our planet, and letting that all happen and then having to live with myself and maybe, you know, if I ever get a grandchild, watch them grow up in terror with terrible storms and cyclones and floods and droughts. And you know, I live in southeastern Australia. There's just going to be less and less rain down there. We're just going to run out of rain. Hey Nikki, good to see you online, babe. And yeah, a few people I know, but lots of people I don't know. For those who've just tuned in, I'm Zelda. I'm here on Warramai and Awabakal country, blockading the largest coal port in the world at Newcastle. So I'm just going to show you the train. There's my really fancy DIY tripod. Actually, can you guys still hear me? Can someone give a thumbs up to tell me they can still hear me? Because I saw my phone go on mute. Hello, can you hear me? Just give me a message. They're talking to me down there. Hey, how you doing? I'm just going to show you guys how far down it is. I'm Zelda. How are you?
How are you?
Zelda, not too bad, thanks.
Just wanted to see if your welfare's okay. You're safe up there?
Not as safe as I would like to be. I'd rather be like home in bed watching Netflix, but you know, I'm fine, thank you. Thanks for asking. No, you can hear me, that's great. Thanks for letting me know.
Silly up there, you just
Yep, I'm taking it easy. Thank you.
straight in the middle there and
Yep.
we'll get some emergency services people there to help you down.
Thank you. I don't really need to come down. I've got a lot of work to do. I'm trying to empty this carriage of coal, so
Okay, right.
yeah, I think it's going to take me a while.
Yeah,
Hey,
we might take
there's
the whole-
there's
we can't
quite a
help
lot
you
of
with
it.
that, we can help you keep
You
safe.
can. Like Apple's just constantly trying to get you, isn't it? So yeah, railway workers have arrived. They're just inquiring after my welfare. It's a long way down, but that's okay. I'm here until I empty this carriage, so at least that'll be, you know, some amount of coal that's not going to be exported and burnt and causing more climate chaos. So the criminal cabal that is Australia, saying stop fucking killing us. Fucking stop it. Just fucking stop it. Alright, I'm just going to put you back on my tripod. Voila. So they're saying they're going to get some emergency services people to come help me. I hope they mean they're going to help me empty this coal, or preferably take it back to where it came from, put it back in the ground. It's 2021, we really don't need this shit tech. There's plenty of new tech, and if we don't have the tech, I believe we have the capacity to develop new tech and, you know, bring back the old tech. There's some great old farming tech that, you know, people are bringing back, and it really works. Anyway, I'm with Blockade Australia. I'm just going to go and return a bit more coal to the earth. Just had to plug you back into my battery pack because battery's getting low again. Thankfully, my team is so awesome. They prepared everything. They prepared me this burner phone. They prepared me, they brought me this gas mask and this lovely suit, shovel. Made my own tripod. I'm pretty proud of that. Look at that. Bush tripod. And they also packed me like lots of snacks. I've got lots of yummy snacks. So I got railway workers here expressing concern for my safety, which is really nice. And you know, it's something pretty consistent about human beings, despite all the evil and fucked up shit we see in the world, that most of the time human beings actually do care about each other and want each other to be safe. It's pretty reliable seeing, like when there's a natural disaster in the movies, everyone's fighting each other and the guns come out and shit. But when there's a natural disaster in real life, like the floods and the fires we experienced down the East Coast 2 summers ago, what we saw was an incredible upswelling of goodwill and care and altruism, and what we call in the movement mutual aid. So people coming together to self-help and care for each other as much as they could. It is part of us. It is really innate in us, and that gives me hope and confidence that if we can get rid of this criminal cabal that is like dead set on killing us all so that they can make a few extra billion, if we can get rid of those fuckers, we've actually got a good basis to have, you know, fantastic life. The planet is abundant, and all these stories you hear about overpopulation, it's actually bullshit. The only dangerous group of the population are the very, very rich. So we have too many billionaires, and they create most of the pollution, and they use up a huge amount of resources. But if we sort of, you know, took off that top 1% and shared everything else equitably and used better technology, you know, we could be having a fantastic life. I know you all believe that. I know you all feel that too. So yeah, safe road workers, traffic workers rather, also let me know that coal pollutes. So gee, that's news. Coal apparently is toxic and pollutes, and I shouldn't be putting it off the carriage and onto the ground because it can pollute, including polluting waterways. Now, I don't want to cause any pollution. Hell no. So I asked them, well, I guess you're part of the movement to end coal then, because you understand how toxic and polluting it is. But they didn't really respond. And I asked if they were aware of how much water it takes to produce coal, which is fucking heaps. So when they tell you, you know, water restrictions are on and you can't have a shower and you can't water your garden, you know, ask them how much water your local coal mine is using, because it's fucking heaps. It's like a ridiculous amount. Beautiful, perfectly good drinking water. Adani are up there draining the Dungaballa Springs right now. It's just fucking tragic and unbelievable. And like, why aren't there a million people up there stopping them? And why aren't there a million people on my train right now? This is a lot of coal. Look. Oh, stupid phone says rotate your phone. It's a lot of coal. You can you see behind me? Yeah, look, pretty much as far as the eye can see. That way there is coal, and also that way there is coal. It's all going overseas, and it's going to get burnt, and it's going to, yep, coal exports are criminal activities, totally with that. So I'm here to try and slow down that criminal activity even a little bit, and hopefully to inspire you crew to come and join us next June and shut down Sydney. So yeah, on the polluting the waterways thing, it also made me remember that, you know, like a lot of humans, I really love nature. Nature is, you know, being in the forest and by the sea and by the rivers. That's what replenishes me, it's what soothes me and nurtures me. And watching birds and wallabies and even tiny little critters. Orchids are in flower at the moment, they're really gorgeous. But even that activity is now intersected with climate grief, because I'm looking at these beautiful creatures and thinking, oh my God, we're ruining your planet. Oh my God. Like, are you going to get burnt in the next fire? Are you going to run out of water to drink? Is the sea level going to like take over your nesting grounds? The ocean is becoming acidic. The reef is bleaching. I lived next to the barrier reef for 10 years and watched it bleach year after year after year. And so even our love of the natural environment is now paired with grief, because we are losing it and we are watching species go extinct. Anyway, I'm just going to do a little bit more to slow down the extinction. I'm just going to shovel a little bit more coal. If you'd like to join us, we'd love to have you. If you can't come up to Newcastle right now, maybe you can join us in Sydney next year. I'm Zelda, I'm with Blockade Australia, and I'm just going to put some of these stolen goods back in the earth. Oh, please share this video and let folks know. Sharing is the best way to let folks know. The police are here. They're just having a bit of a yarn with the railway workers. Hopefully the railway workers have let them know that this is really toxic material here and that they should support me to take it back to the mine and put it back in the ground. Has pulled up and taken photos, so that's why I was doing some poses for them. Got to plug you guys back in. Hi Ed, hi John, hi Blockade. I'm Zelda, I'm here with Blockade Australia on Warramai and Awabakal country, blockading the world's largest coal port at Newcastle. I've been shoveling coal out of this train for the last, I don't know, half an hour. There's still lots to go. So if anyone would like to join me, that would be really awesome. Just going to give you a look at how much coal train there is. These trains are over 1 kilometre long and they run all day, every day. But hey, the good news is that millions of Australians, millions of us, want it to stop. Like millions. So with that kind of will turned into action, we can totally make it stop. Totally. It's just a bit of a failure of the imagination in how would we do that, like banking everything on a so-called climate election, which then goes the wrong way and you end up with an even worse, if that's possible, government than you had to start with. So yeah, by all means, vote the bastards out. It's a tool, but it's not the only tool. So I'm here to show you some direct action tools. I am actually a sole person, one person, holding up the biggest coal port in the world. Oh my God, I'm so powerful. I feel pretty proud actually right now. So yeah, Australia and your corporate criminals who run this joint, like Gina Rinehart, Andrew Forrest, Clive Palmer, they don't need another $1 billion. That is not what drives the economy. It's folks like us who drive the economy, people who do the caring work and who do the education and who build the roads and build the houses, and it's all of us ordinary working people who make things tick over, and they're just sitting at the top, ooh, sucking off the cream and polluting like crazy. So if we just like excise that layer of greed off the top of our economy, there'd be so much to go around. It really is. Police haven't tried to talk to me yet. That's cool. Looks like there's another journalist pulled up. Oh, and by the way, this is the 8th time this week that we have stopped coal going into the port of Newcastle. So that's not very many people. In 4 days, 8 times we've stopped coal going into Newcastle. So imagine what we could do with 1,000 of us. Imagine what we could do with 10,000. Me personally, I want to see the $300 billion that the government has pledged to spend on weapons pulled back into climate repair to defend against the actual threat to our existence. Because weapons are not actually about defense, they're actually about attack. You can't defend yourself with a bullet, you can only attack another person. So I know deterrence, blah blah blah, but basically it's a big money making scam for the weapons corporations, and it's our money. We need that money to repair our climate. So, you know, that's what I'd like to see. I want that $300 billion back. I don't care if it doesn't go to France, or if it doesn't go to America, or if it doesn't go somewhere else. I want it back with us and spending it on climate repair. So reforestation, cleaning up the rivers, transitioning to renewable energy, making sure that everyone is looked after and has everything they need in that process. And it's so doable. It's all so possible. It's like, it's so easy. I just can't believe it's 2021 and we haven't done it yet. Anyway, I'm going to shovel a bit more coal while I'm still here. Just take some of the coal out of this carriage and put it back in the earth. Oh, amazing Zelda, so grateful for you. Thank you. Thank you to everyone watching, and please share, because that's how people find out about stuff. Just sticking you back into my DIY tripod and masking up. And you fuck Australia, fucking stop killing us. If you're a ScoMo and you're watching this, or if you're probably not, but if you're a Reinhardt and you're watching this, stop fucking killing us. Just fucking stop it. All right, I'm sick of it. I should be in bed watching Netflix. I shouldn't be having to do this. Fuck you. Stop it. Well, I was worried about being cold up here because it's quite a cold day. But that shoveling coal keeps you kind of warm. It's kind of good. There's heaps of police here now. I don't know why they're down there. Maybe they think that's my getaway plan. I guess I could actually. I could just slip over the side and... It's a good thought actually. Friends, if you're out there, pick me up. But no, I want to finish the job. I want to get rid of it because look at it all. Look at all that coal. Oh my god. And you know, maybe I haven't made a very big dent in it, but I have made a dent, and that is coal that is not going to get burnt. That is coal that is not going overseas and that is not going to get burnt and emit carbon to kill our planet and every living thing on it. Yep. Interspecies solidarity, that's it's my new jam. Interspecies solidarity, like it's not just us humans here, it's all the other species. Like if climate change was just going to wipe us out, I'd kind of think, well, we kind of deserve it, you know, we're pretty horrible. I mean, there's great things about us, but you know, toxic massacres run riot, people like shooting and raping and pillaging and doing evil stuff, like just unimaginably evil stuff right now all over the place. So, you know, if humans got wiped out, I'd think, well, give or take, you know, fair call. But what about everyone else? You know, what about like the beetles? What about the wallabies? And the bears? Like, bears are so awesome. They shouldn't have to die just because humans fucked up. So, interspecies solidarity, that's my jam. Let's bring that on. Like the Lorax, I speak for the trees. I don't know if I speak for the trees, but I certainly am into trees. And, you know, biomass, like what are they doing? Cutting down forests and turning it into fuel that's going to be burnt? Like what a fucking stupid way to make fuel. There really are better technologies that we could be doing, and we've had them for ages. So, as I said earlier, when I was a child, I thought by the year 2000 we would be driving around in solar-powered vehicles, little hovercrafty things, and you'd just pick it up at the communal spot and you'd take it where you needed to go, and you'd park it in a communal spot close to where you were going, so that it can recharge and go to someone else. I never dreamt in a million years that we would still be using petrol combustion vehicles in the year 2000, let alone in 2021. It's just obscene. We've had the technology for so long, and it is a fucked system that's got us here, and it's not going to just take a change of government. It's not going to take a tweaking of one or two policies. It's a whole system change. And the good news is I feel like we're ready for it. I feel like people are ready for it, and I feel like we actually already know. It's already in us what that new system is. Human beings already know how to respond with altruism when there's a crisis. They do that. We do that naturally. And all the knowledge of how to make things go without fossil fuels, and of how to make things grow without chemicals, we already have it. So it's not too much of a jump to go from there into, a pollution-free, toxic-free space. But I'm getting a little bit cold, so I'm just gonna go back. Oh my God, can you hear yourself? I don't know if that's praise or criticism, but hell yeah, I can hear myself. Sound okay? Sound like a sane human talking prophetically about the world that we're going to build once we get rid of this incredibly corrupt criminal cabal that is running so-called Australia. I'm just going to shovel a little bit more. I'm just going to unplug you guys and stick you back to my tripod. And I might, after this, I might even have a little smoko, because that's what we do. Alright, putting that coal back in the ground now, where it belongs. It never have been dug up. Oh God, look like such an egghead like that. reckon it's smoker time. Just pollute myself while we're polluting the planet. I'm Zelda. I'm here on Warramai and Awabakal country, blockading the world's biggest coal port. You put a smile on my face. I'm so glad. Smile back at ya. It's great to put coal back in the ground where it belongs. They never in. Awesome action, thank you. I talk more than I work. This is true. It's actually quite hard work shoveling coal, and you know, I'm not 15 anymore. I started doing this when I was 15. You know, now I'm fucking 55. I should have my feet up and have a hot cuppa. I shouldn't be having to do this stuff anymore. It's not back in the ground, numpty. It's scattered along a waterway. Oh, that's a shame. Well, technically it is on the ground, actually. And I guess if people are really concerned about there being coal in the waterways, maybe leave it in the ground and don't put it in open-topped, kilometre-long trains that run 24 hours a day through sensitive country, through wetlands and, you know, bushland and by the ocean, and don't ship it across the Great Barrier Reef, and, you know, don't burn it. So yeah, a numpty, that's me. You can call me numpty, I don't mind. It's you know, people say things like, oh, what are you hoping to achieve, and what do you think you'll do? Nothing's going to change. Well, it sure won't change if you don't try, that's for sure. And even if I don't manage to start the revolution and overthrow the whole system of wanton destruction and greed that is destroying our planet, at least I tried. I gave it a shot, and I was even prepared to give up a little bit of personal safety and a little bit of my liberty to make that happen. It looks like the rescue vehicles arrived. They're going to rescue us from the climate collapse. Yay! Can't wait. Or maybe they're going to rescue me from the dangerous coal train that I'm on. You can see that very dangerous coal train back there. It's really, I mean, it's toxic even when it's not burnt, but when it's burnt, it's killing our whole fucking planet. So, you know, it's just really unnecessary. We can do better than this. This is the actual definition of girl boss. Oh, thank you. That's so nice. If my child is watching this, darling, I love you so much. I love you so much. And I hope that you're going to feel confident enough to have kids one day, because we're not going to keep destroying the planet that your children would grow up on. And it really breaks my heart seeing my nieces and nephews and all the younger people I know feeling like they are afraid to have children because of the fucked environment that their kids are going to inherit. It's terrible. And yeah, when I was a kid, when I was 6, 7, 8 years old, I really thought we would have this all sorted by now. I really did. I kind of can't believe we've got to 2021. Give country back to the real sovereigns and lawmen and women of this land. We never signed anything to the Crown to give them authority. It's stolen land. Let's get this right, people. Good on you, Zelda, and the rest of you, the real heroes. Thank you so much. That's a really heartening comment. And the Zelda Raider, That's cool. Nice one. They are bringing the rescue team up. They're going to rescue us. There's going to be no more climate emergency. They're going to take down Australia, the criminal cabal, and stop killing the planet. If they do kind of put their hands on me, I'm going to have to stop the live stream and delete Facebook off my phone. So just letting you know that that might happen. Better quickly have a smoko before they take it off me, in case they do that. Hope they've got like a cuppa ready for me and a nice like warm fire, because that's what someone my age should be enjoying. I should be like putting my feet up, watching nature, watching the wallabies, enjoying seeing the kids get up to antics, making my art, preparing my next performance piece. Shouldn't be up here on a fucking coal train. Like, I can't believe we're still fucking doing this. I'm sorry for all the swearing, but it's really like pisses me off. Right now, the Nano River has broken its banks, coal mines and the associated rail infrastructure, rail, coal loaders, etc. are polluting as it floods across the catchment. Oh, I'm really sorry to hear that, Tanya. Thanks for giving us that update. You do know there is a stockpile of coal at the port, and this hasn't shut down anything apart from one train. Thanks, Joe. I'm still happy to have shut down one train. It's like better than not shutting down one train. Heaps better. So thanks. And if you come with me, Joe, maybe we can shut down two trains. That would be awesome. Just gonna have a little smoko. Thanks for all the love hearts. This is Blockade Australia, and we are here to take down the criminal cabal that is killing us. It is killing this nation and is killing the whole fucking world, actually. So that's my message to the ScoMos and the Angus Taylors and the Matt Carnavans and the... who else is there? Oh, the Barnabys. All those fucking weird old white men, the big swinging dicks. You know, I could say some things about that, but it might get us banned from Facebook. But yeah, you bastards, if you're watching, stop fucking killing us. Just fucking stop it. Like, fucking stop it. I'm really sick of it. Oh, there's a beautiful bird flying by. See, there's still nature living and thriving. It's not too late. We can change stuff up. It's really not too late. Your something is a fossil fuel tool. Something, your PM, I guess. Yes, we know. You know, he's a bit of a prick, asshole. Whatever. Thanks you. You're so welcome. Hurry up and go. We want to move our coal. No. No, I won't. I'm here to stop the coal because it's killing us. Thanks from Aotearoa. You're so welcome. End the patriarchy. Hallelujah, yes. My name's Zelda. I'm on top of a coal train on Warramai and Awabakal country, blockading the biggest coal port in the world at Newcastle. Blockade Australia has stopped coal running to this port for eight times in 4 days. Mammoth effort, and we're not done yet. Love you to join us. Sydney next year in June. Oh, we love you. Someone loves me. Thank you. Oh, thank you from the children of the world. You're getting such nice comments. It's so nice. Hi Nicole, who just came on. This is quite entertaining. And filming with a phone charged by coal, lol. Hey, actually my phone was charged by solar, lol. Alternative tech is completely possible. And we totally have the ability to transition away from fossil fuels right now. And if we took all of our engineers and industrial chemists and brilliant thinkers out of so-called defense industries, attack industries, if we took all that intellect out of those industries and put them into climate repair, imagine what we could do. Like, phenomenal new tech that we could come up with. You know, you see kids inventing new forms of fuel all the time, kids. So imagine what, you know, a bunch of trained engineers and scientists could come up with, instead of like autonomous suicide drones that can target you by the shape of the top of your head and kill you and dispose of your body all in one fell swoop. Like, instead of designing that, they could be designing a phone that is made of completely recycled materials and that self-charges from the heat of your body. Like, I'm just putting it out there. You know, it's possible. It's all possible. Oh, someone's getting a harness on and they're wearing a white clothes. I think that means they're coming for me, guys. They're coming to get me. Give us an affordable replacement for coal that everyday Aussies could use, and you might actually not need the coal. That is a very great idea. That is a great idea. So I have solar on my house. I think it cost me $5,000 to put on, and in 2 years I have not paid an electricity bill, and I run everything as much as I want, whenever I want. I have a battery as well. And that's not even cheap. Like, it's getting cheaper all the time. And it's only that expensive because somebody wants to make an immense profit out of it. If we nationalised that tech and made it affordable, yeah, totally doable. Totally doable. I'll just show you all there's a lot of people down here. See, I'm providing employment. A lot of it. Have a look. Look, and the woman is the one with the clipboard, and I think that means she's the actual boss. So this really is, yeah, a day for smashing the patriarchy. Before they come get me, I want to just quickly shovel out a little bit more coal, just to get that satisfaction that I've returned a bit of coal to the earth. So stay with me, folks, and join us. Zelda is 19 meters high. Am I? Oh my God, I thought it was high. I haven't climbed up that high for a long time. I haven't even eaten my snacks yet. They made me so many snacks. Maybe they'll let me eat them in the car. Yep, they're shuffling paper. Someone's got a really pretty elaborate harness on. I wonder if they're going to put a harness on me. That'd be fun. Oh, no, I don't want to touch this stuff. Very poisonous stuff. Oh, that man is still taking photos. He must be with the police. I don't think a journalist would have stuck around to take that many photos. I am. Yep. No. Cop's trying to talk to me. Just a bit busy. Just got it. I don't actually have a way to leave. I'm stuck. I'm here for the duration. Maybe a chopper?
Yeah, we've got a cherry picker to get you down.
Oh, a chopper would be fun.
There could be more.
It's a lot of fossil fuels though. No, don't bring the chopper. I'm not going to resist arrest if that's what you're asking. Yep. Really? Doing a trespass. I just got a bit more work to do. Just got a bit more work to do before they arrest me.
Hi Zelda, my name's Webb. I'm currently the track supervisor in charge of this section of railway.
Yep.
So at the moment you're basically
On top of a coal train. Yep.
and you're on private property.
On private property.
So
Yep.
holding up the rail network.
I'm holding up the rail network.
So I want me to ask you if you're prepared to come down of your own free will and leave the rail corridor.
I do not have a way to come down.
So if you're not prepared to come down of your own free will, I'll be handing you over to the Newcastle police for your own safety.
All right.
To remove you from the rail. You happy for that?
Do what you got to do. I won't stop you. I can't stop you anyway. I would not feel confident coming down that ladder. Yeah. No, I don't know what that ladder's doing here. Yeah. Oh, God help here, there was a ladder up here. Yep. All right, just going to dig a bit more. My mum always told me never talk to the police. Beg your pardon? What's the offence for putting coal back on the ground? It's going to stop the trains from moving. Hallelujah. So, are you saying that throwing the coal off the train... I just want to be clear, are you saying that putting the coal off the train will stop the trains from moving? No, could you answer my question first? Okay, so apparently coal being on the tracks means that none of the tracks can move until it's all been cleaned up. So I'm going to just go as fast as I can right now, even though they've told me it's an extra offence and they're making out like they won't charge me with it if I stop now, but I'm not buying that. I reckon they're charging me with it anyway. And what the heck, if it's going to stop the trains from moving, let's do it. Hey fellas, just going to delete a couple of things off this phone before they... I'm not going down on a ladder. That's for you, no problem. Yeah, it's pretty slippery. There is a news crew here. Definitely a news crew now. They've got a news crew car. Please share this if you're watching, and please come with in Sydney. I reckon they're pretty close to grabbing me, so let's take you off there. I'll show you again, if you haven't seen it, my beautiful DIY tripod. See, that's where I had the phone in just a little takeaway container, which I punched holes in and tied to a stick, and I just secured the phone with masking tape, painter's tape, to the front stick, and then I tied 3 sticks together. It's flexible, so you can bunch it up to carry it like that, and then you can angle it any way you want. So highly recommend the DIY mobile phone tripod. So that was my main piece of tech for today. You can see I'm on top of a really huge coal train. And these trains run 24/7, and they are run by the criminal cabal known as Australia. My name's Zelda, I'm with Blockade Australia, and yeah, I'm here because I don't want no climate apocalypse, and I think we can do better. I'm sure we can do better. I've seen what humans are capable of, what amazing acts of altruism and care humans are capable of. You know, I think love is our natural state, not this toxic mask shit. So, yeah. So many people here. Look, and they've just told me, which is just really great to know, that if there's coal on the tracks, the trains can't run. So I've not only stopped this train, I've stopped all the trains until they manage to take all the coal off the tracks. And there's quite a bit of it down there. I mean, I didn't make a very big hole, but I did make a dent, and I tried. You know, if it all goes to shit and I'm sheltering with my child from a terrible bushfire and trying to save my mother from the water wars, I can say, look, I tried. And you could try too. Okay, there's a policeman here. I'm just